Hello, everyone. It's Pastor Craig Wiseman Cade, and today I want to talk about the subject of humility. There's a lot of definitions out there about humility, but I want to deal with it from a biblical sense. Specifically, three things. They come from Proverbs 22:4. It says, "By humility and fear of the Lord are riches, honor, and life." So let's talk about riches, honor, and life. The first thing is riches. Now, I don't know anybody out there that couldn't use a little extra, would not rather be in a place of abundance than in a place of poverty. We have to understand that these kind of riches that come, that the Bible speaks of, riches are riches. But you have some people out there, and you're saying, well, wise men, I mean, there's people out there that are prospering, and they look like they're just thriving, and they are nowhere near humility. They have no fear or reverence for God. I mean, how can you say that it's humility that leads to this? Well, in that same chapter, Proverbs 22 in verse 1, it says, "A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches." So there are people that get these riches based on their hustle. They're based on conniving and unethical means. But those kind of riches, they won't last. There's so much trouble. There's so much turmoil that comes. They might look like they have peace on the outside, but on the inside they're hurting, and their lives are just crumbling. But the riches that the word is talking about here, they're riches from God. And even greater than that are the true riches with which Jesus talks about in the New Testament. True riches with which are much more esteemed than just mere money or finances. There's something greater, spiritual riches. But you get those from being humble. And God gives you those things by humbling yourself in His sight, and your reverential fear or your reverential awe of God, and recognizing that He is not only a resource, but He is the source. The next thing is honor. Proverbs 15:33 says, "Before honor is humility." I'm reminded of someone. I remember seeing a man when I was younger, in my early teens, and seeing him every day. He was walking, and when he started walking, it was an attempt to lose weight. He wanted to shed some pounds. He was a really large man, and after he had lost, after he lost that weight, he'd walked all summer. But I remember when he first started out, how he was ridiculed by people walking by. They would come by and say all manner of things to him that were derogatory. But he was not deterred. He kept walking. He kept going. And then, as he kept humbling himself and doing that, and facing even the humiliation of people's comments, he kept going. And as a result, he lost a lot of weight. And the same person that was an object of ridicule in the beginning ended up being an inspiration. And before you knew it, you saw several people out there walking, saying, if he can do it, then I can do it. So that's before that honor comes. Then humility takes you in that way. It's a way of saying that I want to get to that place. James 4:10 says that humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and He will lift you up. He will exalt you. He will take you to a place of promotion. And the final thing is life. John 10:10, Jesus says, "The thief cometh not but to kill, steal, and destroy. But He said that I have come that they might have life, and that more abundantly." Jesus came to give us life. And in order to receive the life, the real life that He has for you, I mean, there are different aspects of what people deem as life, but there's only one true life, and that's the life Christ came to give. But our entryway into that life is a life of grace. And in order to receive more grace, you have to operate in humility, because God gives grace to the humble, but He resists the proud. In order to receive this kind of life, we must humble ourselves in the sight of the Lord, because we reverence Him and we fear Him not a trembling, I'm scared of God, but a reverential awe that recognizes the sovereignty of God, that He is God and God alone.